Hi my loves, and welcome to my channel. If you are new, I'm so glad to have you, and if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. So I was taking some time off last week and I really missed your doing readings, so I am doing an all signs reading just to test it out. I am going to probably be doing these once a week, so if you are interested in this, make sure you are subscribed, because I won't be, it's not going to come up in the search based on your zodiac sign, because it is for all signs. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, today is Cyber Monday, so there will be a couple of hours after I post this left. All of my readings are going to be 50% off. I'm going to start doing that more often, honestly, because I honestly just enjoy doing these readings. And I would like to work with, more of you guys. So, yeah, so till the end of the day, 12 o'clock 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, then all the readings will be back to full price. The extended for this is going to be half off as well for you guys, so that link will be down below. Any other messages? So for the giveaway last month, the winner doesn't want their name out there. I would prefer to do something a little bit more public. So if you guys are entering from now on, of course I will message you to make sure that it's okay with you, but I would prefer for the majority of you to be okay with, even just your first name. Nobody has to know any other information. I don't need to leave your links or anything like that, but just as a way to, formally put it out there, I would like that. But congratulations to the winner, and I am looking forward to the winner for this week. I'll be doing giveaways on my Instagram as well, question giveaways, so the link to that will be down below. Facebook is down below as well, and yeah, if you're not already subscribed and you would like to, then feel free to subscribe. Alright, you guys, so let me just jump right in. I ordered a couple new decks, and I have like 10 decks coming for Christmas, so I am so excited for that. So I just wanted to use this new deck because I thought it would be something really cool and fun. And I do post daily energies on my Instagram whenever they are called to me, and I'm going to be using this deck because it's a bigger one and I like to pull one card, so I'm going to be using this deck for that as well. Anyways, this has been 2 minutes. If you're still with me, you're amazing. So let's see, what can we get for anybody who needs this message. The all signs, I am actually going to do them based on my subscribers. After this week, I'm going to start doing them based on just the ones that are subscribed to me, just because then it's a little bit more personal, and I feel like that's the only, that's the audience, the main audience that it's going to reach anyways. But yeah, so let's see what energies can we get for the people that need to see this, please. This deck, you're going to laugh at me while I'm shuffling this, but I really like it. Alright, what messages can we get for the month of December, please? Alright, so we have the 5 of Wands. I'm sensing a lot of you are a little bit confused here. I feel like it's not just because of you, this is because of other voices, other opinions here. It's like there's a lot of things that are, it's almost, I'm getting a sense of where there's so many things that you need to do, or so many things that you need to, figure out in your mind, but there's so many other things that you can't even get to that one thing. Like if you had only 3 things on your mind, you could think of one, wait until, think of one of those things, and then kind of wait until you figure it out and move on to the next. But there's just a million things or a million distractions to the point where you can't, take the time to, finish one of those things, complete one thing before another thing gets thrown at you here. This could just be your day-to-day life throughout this month, really busy. Lots of, people and voices, and this is because families around this time, right? So there's probably a lot of people that are going to be needing your attention, needing you to do this, needing you to do that, but there's also the day-to-day things that you normally have to do. So I feel like there's going to be a little bit of balances. Some of you, this is saying that there is going to be some conflicts coming up during your family dinner. Some of you already know that there is conflict, and some of you are maybe not wanting to go because of conflict, but I am sensing that it would be better for you to go. Even if it does end up in a conflict, it's better to say what you need to say instead of avoiding, a whole family situation just because of one conflict here. But there is some sort of chaotic energy where, you and other people aren't seeing eye to eye here. But we're going to clarify each of these with another new deck that I got. So let's see, and I actually got this other deck that I'm going to be using. So this is the Rider-Waite, the giant one, and then I actually got 2 new decks. I want to tell you exactly what they're called, so I'm just going to grab the box. Sorry, guys. Okay. So the other two that I got are the Universe Has Your Back Oracle cards, and then the Lover's Oracle. That's the one I'm going to use at the end of this. And they are absolutely beautiful. They're heart-shaped, and they have little love messages on them. This is a deck that I've wanted for a very, very long time. So I'm very happy that I got this now. Okay, wow, the Nine of Swords, you guys. So this isn't coming out as the greatest reading so far, honestly. But this is just the beginning. There's obviously, you know, I do sense that there will be a turnaround because you're coming from the 9, which goes to the 6, and, or sorry, the 9 goes to the 10 when the burdens are over, and the 5 goes to the 6, which is victory, success, right? What I'm sensing with this is all of these voices, all of these opinions, all of these thoughts, even if they're your own, you need to cut those out, because you know what, at the end of the day, it's you that matters, and you're going to realize that, because when you go to that 6, probably throughout the first week of December, because this is the energy of 5 days, then that usually means, you know, you're victorious. You are victorious on your own, in your independent, as your own independent self, as your own independent person. That's somebody that listens to their own thoughts, their own opinions, and goes based on their intuition, and they become very successful because of that here. So you're going to be realizing that all of these other voices really don't mean much, and whatever you truly feel pulled to do is what you're going to start doing. Blocking out these opinions, or for some of you this is negative thoughts of your own, and becoming victorious here. With this Nine of Swords, it's almost like all of these conflicts and opinions, or if this is you creating scenarios in your head, it's really stressing you out. Some of you guys are having sleepless nights this month. Some of you guys are a little bit stressed out about the holidays, about, you know, are you going to be able to get the best gifts for everyone? Are you going to be able to get, you know, are you going to have enough to be able to get through this holiday season? And I feel like some of you guys are really stressed out financially. You know, holiday is all about, it's supposed to be about giving, you know, but not always gifts. It can be giving love. It can be giving happiness. It's about sharing, right? Sharing and just embracing that energy with your family and being around them. And nobody really expects, you know, we shouldn't be expecting gifts. You know, I feel like past couple of decades, we really turned Christmas into who can get the best gift for someone, or, you know, just all about gifts, and it's really not. And I feel like you're going to really realize that and go back to that energy, right? It's not about how good your gift is. It's the thought that counts, honestly. Like, my mother doesn't even let us buy her things. She only wants us to make her things. To this day, I will offer something I know she won't be able to turn down. But no, she wants us to make things because she doesn't want us to think that it's all about giving. And, you know, so this could be the energy for some of you guys here. But, you know, when you're feeling very stressed out and anxious, allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. If you block it off and continue with your day, it's just going to build up. And for some of you, that's already what's been happening here. With this energy, you know, there are some things, some messages that may be coming to you throughout your sleep. I am sensing for some of you, too, that there's something that you know, some sort of secret. Maybe it's not really a secret, but it's something that's not out there, but you know within your intuition about somebody in your life or about something in your life. There's something that's happened and you've kept it to yourself. Maybe you're waiting for proof to really say what this thing is, but it's something that keeps you up at night. It's something that keeps you anxious because you haven't made a move. Honestly, I know this feeling, and I'm honestly going to say it because one of you guys probably needs to hear this, but this is the energy. I felt this before. When you're dealing with a partner and you have this intuitive vibe that there's something off about them, and it makes you feel different, and I can't explain it, but everybody, you know, is different, right? I've had this feeling where some people make me feel physically sick. Some people just completely drain my energy. There's a bunch of different reasons for different people, right? And I feel like it's one of those energies where you don't act upon it until you have that actual proof, right? This is something I actually went through like yesterday, so it's really funny. But you don't act on it until you get that proof. So what's happening here is this is causing so much conflict, so much chaos in your life here, and you're going to have to just act on it. You're going to have to just act on it without getting that proof. Act on it based on trusting your intuition, because either way, when you get the proof, or the way you're feeling right now, it's going to be that Nine of Swords. It's going to be that energy where you feel, you're going to feel the same. It may feel a little bit worse, but at the end of the day, it's actually going to feel a little bit better, because at least now you know the truth. At least now you can move forward here, right? So I feel like you guys are going to trust your intuition and not, wait around for things to come out in the open, right? And this is something personally that throughout this last year, I definitely feel like the universe was sending me a lot of tests, because I'm the type of person where I love and I love and I give and I give. And I feel like the universe was really testing me by giving me these little short-term, like, people that came into my life for short-term, and seeing if I was able to let go of them, because I'm the type of person, like, I have very selective, I have 3 friends, and like only one of those friends people actually know who they are. Like, that's how, to myself I am. So, where was I going with that? This is going to be like a rant reading. I'm just letting you know right away, because I can definitely sense that this is not a very formal reading like they normally come out, but I will make it longer. I'm going to end it when it feels like it's ready to be done. So yeah, so I had these little situations thrown at me, these people thrown into my life, and usually when I know somebody's in my life, even, an ex, there's a strong connection, and if no disrespect was done, that person will stay in my life. But I noticed really quickly with these people, the same cycles, the same thing. Even though it was a little different, you could tell that the overall was the same. So what happened was I went from, one of those situations, it took me about 5 months, but I had that intuitive thought the whole time, right? Even as a reader, it is hard to trust your own intuition sometimes. But what I really, this year learned was, if I'm expecting other people to trust my intuition, I need to trust my intuition. So this whole year, have been the type of person where it took me 5 months, at the beginning of the year. Then the last situation, it was 3 months, and then it was 2 months, and then the most recent one, it was, 1 month. And now I'm at the point where I won't even let it get to 1 month. Like, if I have a feeling, I'm out. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? And it really helped me to trust my own intuition, because in the past, I stayed in a situation for a year when I wasn't happy, because I didn't want to hurt somebody. And that's not, that's not a good energy to be in. That's not the energy that you want to be in, because it's not just about that person or hurting that person. You staying with them when you're not happy ultimately hurts them too, right? So it's like, you gotta do what's best for you here. Whatever it is that is making you feel tied up within, you need to release it and you need to let it go. If it's something that you need to say to somebody, then you need to say it. If it's calling somebody out, then you need to call them out. But do what you need to do so that you feel whole and you feel good. Stop thinking about other people's opinions. Stop thinking about how other people are going to feel, because at the end of the day, it really just matters. And people say it's selfish, but it's really not. Because how many people did you really think were going to be there for you, and then when you needed them the most, you realized that they weren't there for you? Or when something good happened in your life, you realized that they weren't even happy for you because they were so caught up in their own life, right? So you have to be selfish in this life. If you want to truly be happy, you have to a certain extent here. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing here. Let's see. And then the Six of Swords, which is moving towards, better times, ending of arguments. This is when you can feel, I'm actually going to pull this one because I really do think that it resonates. Like I said, you guys, the Six of Wands, it's coming. Victory, success. It may be that you're leaving a relationship and you're going to be single and victorious on your own. Some of you are afraid of being alone. You're afraid to start all over if you've been with this person for a long time. Or you may be, to a certain age where you think that you won't find anybody else. No, baby girl, it doesn't work like that. And this isn't just for women, sorry. I do say certain words that people would think that it is, but this is for anybody who resonates with this reading. But, it doesn't matter your age. Love can come in. I used to think, like, a year ago, I literally thought if I'm not on my third kid, by the time I'm 25, I'm not having kids. That obviously did not happen. And now I'm like, I don't want kids until I'm at least 30. Like, I don't even want to have my first kid until I'm 30. I have other things that I want to do, that I want to take care of. and I don't even want to be in a committed relationship until I'm 30 because I have things that I want to do, that I want to take care of, you know what I mean? But back then it was like married, 3 kids by 25, like, you know, things change, and we realize with time, you know, how silly these little thoughts are and how limited they are, and how we are limiting ourselves by putting that energy out there, like, oh, I'm too old to find somebody. No, don't put that energy out there, because that's what you're going to attract, right? So be very mindful of your thoughts this month. But with this Six of Swords, I am sensing that, you know, there is this energy here where if you're going through divorce and you have a child, there is somebody around you that is going to help take care of you, help get you back on your feet here. Or if you're scared of going through divorce because of the fact that you have a child. But there is this energy of you, you know, transforming, you guys moving to a new path, you guys moving to a clear path here, and being able to express yourself, not feeling the need to hold back, and being able to feel comfortable being yourself here, feel comfortable saying what it is that you need to say. If you've been on a rough patch with the person that you're dealing with, I definitely sense that that's coming to an end, and that the two of you guys are going to be moving towards calmer waters together, moving towards a better time. If this is somebody who lives at a distance, they could definitely be traveling towards you here. But I am seeing here that, you know, if there's something that you need to speak up about, if you speak up, you know, the outcome is going to be a lot better than you think it would be. Because sometimes, you know, we think things and we think that they're obvious, but the person that we're dealing with, you know, it could completely be obvious, but they just don't see it the way that we see it, or they just haven't noticed, you know what I mean? So we always have to speak, and we can never assume. We can never just assume, right? All right. So let's see, what other messages can I... And for these, I'm actually going to do a different, there's this new spread that I created one day when I was doing a reading, and so it was a personal reading I did like a month ago, and it was the most beautiful thing, but it took about an hour, and so that video will probably be an hour, but I'm going to do it probably one day this week here, because it was a really good spread, and I think it would resonate with a lot of you guys. Amazing. I told you guys, this is so lined up here, because we had the 5 of Wands, and I told you the 6 of Wands was coming. Sure enough, it did. We had the 9 of Swords, and I told you after that is the 10, when it's going to be complete. And what comes out? The 10, and then the Star. Healing. This is healing. This is independence. This is you, you know, this is you going after the things that you truly want. This is you having a wish that you've always wanted finally come true here. With this 10 of Swords here, there is definitely some cycle that is going to be completed. And this cycle is, I'm sensing, as the negative cycle. This is a cycle that's been holding you back from being your true self. This is a cycle that's had you stressed, that's had you feeling anxious. This is that person that's betrayed you. This is them leaving your life in order for you to, you know, start fresh here. Because after this, the energy after the 10 of Swords is always that Fool, right? The 10 of Swords does take a little bit of time to heal out of, but when you come out of that, it's amazing, because you realize your worth on a whole new level, right? Yeah, so with the Star, there's a lot of healing energy here. A lot of, you know, if you are dealing with somebody and you guys, you know, decide to get back together, then this is going to be when the intimacy between the two of you guys is going to grow stronger. If this is somebody that you are, you know, currently possibly splitting from, and you guys end up back together, I definitely sense it's going to bring you guys 10 times closer, and that it was a test. But if this is somebody that you're absolutely wanting to move away from, then I see this as you healing yourself, you gaining your own independence, your own strength, realizing what it is that you want, and not letting anybody or anything get in your way of that here. You're going to start taking actions towards the things that you always wanted to do, but you didn't think that you could here. Now you're going to realize that you can. You're going to come out shining. There's going to be a lot of people that are attracted to you, your vibration, your glow, because, you know, that energy is being released, and it's not always going to be a relationship. For some of you, this was a job that was draining you, and you're like, you know what, I would rather be broke than have this job. So you're going to leave, and instead of going and getting the next job, any other job, just to make it by, because that's what we do, right? We leave a job and we get whatever whatever job comes up, just to make it till, you know, we find something better, but then we get comfortable in that job and we don't look for anything better. That's not what you're doing this time. You're gonna go for it. You are gonna go for it. And for some of you, that's keeping your job but moving down to part-time while you put so much work. And I feel like if you do that, if you are wanting to start some new business or some new career, if this is a career you're going to start or that you want to apply for, I see you getting that position, and within the next year you're going to be in a high level of that job. If this is a business, I see 1 year of hard work, and I don't even think you'll know the joy that will come to you from this. But it has to be that thing that you want the most, that thing that's a little bit outside the box for some of you, that thing that is, you know, it requires faith, it requires courage, because it is so true what they say, that everything that you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. 100%. Nothing that you want is inside of your comfort zone. This YouTube, that was my biggest fear, biggest fear. And look at me, it's almost been a year of this now, you know, and this is everything I want. This is everything I want and more. So it is really true that everything that you want is outside of your comfort zone. And once it just takes that one step, right? Because like I said, I've said this before, but when we are born, we don't know how to do anything. We learn step by step. And I think that if people really thought, I had a conversation with my Scorpio friend, and my friend is a Scorpio, and he and I actually really, really vibe so well. And I have two best friends that are Scorpios, actually. But anyways, I don't remember how this conversation came up, but I pretty much ended up telling him at one point that what we don't realize is that when we're born, we don't know how to do anything. And if we think about all of those things that we learned how to do, we wouldn't be able to think of all of them. That's how many there is. Like, I'm talking, you would be writing 6 books to write down everything you learned since you were a baby until now. That's a manifester. That is a miracle. The fact that we learned all of those things, like when we think that we can't do this, we can't do that, we don't even realize how much we've already accomplished, because we don't think of them as accomplishments, but they actually are, because we came from nothing. We were born without even knowing how to speak, how to chew, you know what I mean? So like think like that, and I feel like if people start to think like that, then they'll realize how much they can actually do. Because yes, when you first start off, you're not going to know anything, but the thing is, once you do start learning, you get excited and you want to know more, you want to try this, you want to try that, and then it just becomes this never-ending thing, and then all of a sudden you've built up, you know, this huge success for yourself, this huge career. You started a whole new path, and you're surrounded by colleagues that you actually like, that actually you respect, and that respect you. So you have the power to change your life, and this is you guys watering your foundations here. Watering the foundations, planting those seeds for this year coming up, because there's a lot of things that happen this year that you guys are not very happy about, or you're not very proud of, or you wish that you could have done differently. But instead of thinking about those things, think about how you're going to do that differently, how you're going to go about those things differently throughout the next year that's coming ahead. Lay out those foundations and plant those seeds, you guys. There is a strong sense that a lot of you guys that I'm connecting with need to succeed independently before you can succeed with somebody else. All right, any other messages? Yeah, you guys do need to succeed independently, and you're going to. And I don't mean, you know, obviously you need to love yourself first before you can be in a relationship, but I feel like a lot of you guys need to get your careers off the ground before you have time to really, you know, put into a relationship. So, yeah. Wow, eh? Alright. So. Alright, so we have the 7 of Swords in reverse here. But I'm feeling with the 7 of Swords in reverse and the cards that we just pulled, I think we are starting to hit like mid-month right now. And I think this is the energy of whoever this person in your life was, but they're leaving your life, right? So I think that's why it's reversed. if you felt like you needed to be cautious, if you have this weird feeling in your chest, this weird feeling in your gut, that feeling is going to go away once you remove this person, or once you remove this energy, or once you remove this job, you know, once you remove this friend, whatever it is. I feel like once this is removed, you're not going to feel the need to look over your shoulder anymore. You're not going to feel the need to, you know, create scenarios in your head. It's just all going to be gone, and you're going to have a clean slate. So then after that, we have the 7 and the 9 of Pentacles. So like I said, this is you guys probably coming out of that situation where you were, you know, burnt by somebody, and looking at your foundation, your stable foundation, yourself, the things that you've built, the things that you've worked for, and realizing what you want to do with it. Some of you guys are looking at your finances, wondering, how the hell am I supposed to survive throughout this month? But with this 9 of Pentacles, heck yes, you are going to survive throughout this month. There is an abundance, a large amount of abundance that is waiting for you guys to just take action for it to, you know, come into fruition here. This is you guys saying, all right, this is what I have to offer, right? Looking at your skills, looking at your assets, looking at the things that you have to offer, and seeing how you can build it to even more, build it to the point where you do not have to rely on anybody financially. You are secure within your own self. You don't need to depend on anybody. There is this sense that you guys are not, some of you guys, this is a divorce you're coming out of, or this person was helping you out financially, because there's a strong sense of never wanting to count on anybody, you know, because some of you might have felt that you needed to stay in this relationship because you wouldn't have been able to, you know, afford expenses on your own. So you're wanting to create something for yourself, whether this is a business or whatever it is, but you're wanting to create something that is all yours and only yours here. And with this 9 of Pentacles, this is the energy of abundance here. You guys, if you guys are going to be leaving a relationship and you're worried on, you know, if you're going to make it, look at you. Yes, you're going to make it. If you feel anything but happiness in the relationship that you're in, of course, it's not always going to be happy, but you know what I mean. There's a difference. Does this person annoy you because they're being annoying, or because you guys are in a fight? Or is it this little energy that you have that surrounds you, you know, regarding this person? Or just their vibration, like you notice this difference, right? Like there's the energy when the good times aren't worth the bad times. And if that's the case, then you know you need to get up and move on here, because you're going to be more abundant without this person, not less, more. And some of you think that you need somebody to completely complete you, but when you go on this journey as a single person, you're absolutely going to thrive in the most amazing way, There are, you know, some people that I'm connecting with that are so strong and so powerful, but I know you've been through a lot. I know you've been through so much. I really know, but at the same time, you're still here. So remember all those things that you've been through, and look at where you are today. It may not be where you want to be, but you're still here. You're still fighting. You're still fighting, and you're going to get everything you want. I really feel so strongly for this reading here. This is the energy of growth, illumination here. There is so much within you that you don't even realize yet. Some of you guys are with somebody, and somebody who maybe hasn't treated you right, and you think that you're lucky to have this person, so that's why you don't want to leave them, or you felt like they're more attractive than you, they have a better job, whatever reason it is that you feel like they're on a higher level than you, even if, you know, the numbers say that they are, or your eyes think that they are. That's not the case, because you're the one with the vibration that's raising here. You're actually the star in this relationship, but I think you need to leave this person in order for you to see that here. I don't know if you guys watch Mana. I barely watch readings, and I never remember them when I do. So the fact that I remember this is crazy, but she's actually the reason why I started doing readings, because I fell in love with her. I love her so much, but she took a break, but it's M-A-N-N-A. So she did this one reading, and I don't remember what it was called, but it was pretty much about, you know, how some people are so good at mirroring other people, where she was pretty much explaining this relationship where this person thought that they were in love with this person, and they thought that this person was the most amazing person ever, but really that person was reflecting you. So you're with somebody, you think they're the most amazing person ever, they make you so happy, all this and all that, but really they're reflecting your own energy. So really you were falling in love with yourself the whole entire time. Really it was you that was motivating yourself the whole entire time, but you're not going to realize this until you leave the relationship. So that person was pretty much just a soul with a mask or a mirror that reflected your own self onto you. And honestly, I had to read it twice to understand the way she said it, so I'm sure not all of you guys are going to understand the way that I said this, but that's the energy that I'm seeing here right now. I will try and look, and if I can find it, I will add the link to the description so you guys can watch that reading. Yeah, if you guys aren't following her, you definitely should, because I love that lady. She is like the most amazing reader. All right, any other messages? Yeah, she's like the only reader that I really watch. Not to say that there aren't other great readers, because I'm sure there definitely are amazing readers. Many amazing readers on YouTube. So we have the Hermit in reverse, which I'm pretty glad, because I feel like this is you guys coming out of this, you know, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords energy, because this really does seem like the energy where you would just want to, you know, lock yourself up and not really do anything, right? There's just too much going on. Some of you guys are stressing out about the new year. Some of you guys had birthdays recently, or certain events that really made you, even getting, you know, family events, when you don't feel like you're where you want to be in your life, and you go to family events and suddenly, you know, you just feel a little bit bad because all these people in your family are on higher levels than you know what I mean? And it's like, we can't think about that. As soon as we start looking at the other person and what any other person is doing with their lives and comparing, that's when things ruin, because we, like, our life paths are completely different. So for all you know, in reality, they could be way behind on, you know, in levels or in areas that you're way ahead in, right? But it doesn't matter. We don't need to compare. But either way, I sense you coming out of this energy here, and I feel like you're going to be coming out of it. You have already learned what you needed to learn. You've seeken the wisdom. You've seeken, you know, knowledge for a greater meaning, a greater purpose to your life, which is this star, which is the thing that you've always known, but now you finally have the courage to take action towards it. Some of you are going to be having an ex come back into your life around this time here. Especially if, you know, you're evolving in another level and it's very known publicly, or it's like on your social media. There's definitely somebody that is going to come into your life. Oh, yeah, wow. And then we have the Page of Swords, which is, you know, so I see this as an X card sometimes, but this is the energy of somebody that is stalking you in a way, right? Not creepily is what I'm sensing, but I am sensing like this is somebody that's just looking up, like checking in on you on your social media. And for some of you, it's like your vibration seems like it raised in a way where this person feels like it's okay to reach you. And I'm not actually sensing this as a negative way. It's not like this person wants a piece of your pie. It's like they feel like maybe if they've hurt you in the past, they feel like you're it's been long enough where they can try to approach you again, try to, you know, get some sort of closure from you or reconcile, because it's like this person has something that they want to say. I don't sense that they have bad intentions. I sense that they've wanted to say something to you for a very long time, but they've actually just been waiting until it seems like the right time. And for some of you, you're going through a breakup, and that's why this person's coming in, because it you know, it's finally time. You're not seeing anybody else, so they feel like it's finally time to take that step towards you. But going back to your reading, 6 of Wands, like I said, victory, success. You are going to have eyes all over you. You guys are going to be, I'm sensing like your Christmas party. If you guys are going to like a work party for Christmas, even just your family party, like there is going to be eyes. Some of you guys are going to be changing your hair up really quickly before. Somebody wants to do highlights, and somebody might be cutting their hair very, very short. Like a really short cut, but like short and very, very slick, and like it's gonna look so good. You might be blonde or have jet black hair, and it's going to look really good. It's something you've wanted to do for a while, but you're a little concerned because all your hair would have to grow back, and if you don't like it and it's so short, but you can always get extensions, right? So I think you should do it. Anyway, Six of Wands. Victory, success. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be looking at you, a lot of people that are going to be coming towards you, and a lot of opportunities that are coming towards you. Business opportunities, opportunities to make money, opportunities to work with people, just opportunities to even make friends, to expand your social group here. And I really see that some of you, this is even having like new restaurants, like opportunities to go to new places, like new restaurants that pop up, or places that are very exclusive, that because of this level in your vibration, you may be meeting people that get you introduced, or you may be getting on the guest list yourself here. But this is about very exclusive offers here. Offers that I actually feel are very guided towards you. Like, these are offers that, like, if your best friend got them, they'd be like, you know what I mean? But you, personally, for who you are, they're going to be perfectly aligned for you here. If you've been working really hard at work and nobody's noticed you, I definitely sense that you're going to be standing out. People are going to start noticing all the hard work that you've put in here. All right, any other messages? Oh, so we have the King of Wands. The Wheel at the bottom of the deck. I really feel like everybody's going through a closing cycle throughout the end of this year, right? But the people that are watching me right now are the ones that I really feel, because I feel like we all make this whole, what's this, new year, new me thing. Like, we all do that, and then 2 days after the New Year's, like, where did that list go? What is on that list? Do you even remember? You know what I mean? I feel like I'm connecting with people that are seriously so done that they are just ready to make change. Like, they are just ready. Like, the universe doesn't have to force anything. You guys are actually just ready on your own. You've seen enough, you've had enough, you know what you want, and you're ready. Like, you're just ready, and I really love that. It's really empowering here. And I feel like you guys are making these changes before the New Year's. Like, a lot of you guys are gonna have these done before the new year even begins, because you want that new year to be, you know, a clean slate for you. So with this King of Wands energy, I feel like this is you guys embracing this energy. This is a very passionate energy here. For some of you, this is a King of Wands that could be coming in towards you here. This could be somebody that you meet. Some of you, this is, there's going to be an attraction. If you're getting a new job, you're going to have an attraction towards your boss. Your boss is going to have an attraction towards you. This person could be married, so I would definitely be careful here. But that's not obviously for all of you. Others of you, this is, you know, just somebody very passionate that is more aligned with who you're becoming, that is going to be coming into your life. Somebody that is very well spoken, very highly respected. This person could be a leader. They could be an influencer here. This is somebody who does influence people, whether they're an influencer or not. They just have a very powerful presence to them. And the funny thing is that you're the one that influences this person. So because they're an influencer and they were influenced by you, I feel like this person is going to feel very pulled, very attracted towards you here. This is the one, because this is you in that crowd, and there's people wanting you, people, you know, cheering you on. But this is the one that you're going to be paying attention to. And I feel like this is the one that's going to be a little bit in the back, you know, maybe like they're going to be looking at you really intensely with very seductive eyes. But they're not going to be, you know, making a move. Like, they're just going to, and I feel like it's going to intrigue you. It's going to make you want to know more about them. And I feel like this is because this person wants to watch how you are. This is somebody who probably could have known you before this success comes your way for some of you. But either way, they want to observe you. They want to observe how you are around other people, how you are when people aren't looking, you know, when the one that you notice isn't noticing you. That's how they want to, you know, they want to observe everything about you. And I think it's really cute because everything that they find, some of you like have this like nose twitch or something, like you touch your nose like when you're nervous, but there's just little things that we do subconsciously that we don't realize, and there's meanings behind all of them, but I'm not going to get into that, right? But either way, this person notices those little things that you do and they really like it. Like, they really think it's so cute. Like, you may notice this person laughing at you in the back of it. Like, if this is somebody that you meet at work, It's like you're just working, meeting your new coworkers. You see this guy that keeps staring at you, or this girl that keeps staring at you, but she's far away, very, very reserved to herself, or the complete opposite, in a group of people, but not socializing with you, just looking, right? And then you may notice them start to smirk and start to smile, and then you're kind of like at first, some of you guys are going to totally take this the wrong way. You might even be offended because you're just like, what are you even laughing at? But they just find you so adorable in the things that you do. This is actually, I've never had this energy before, but it's actually really cute. I just picture somebody like sitting in a room, pressed against the wall, maybe with their hands like this, like their hands crossed, and then they're just looking at you very intensely, but then they're just smirking. Like, it's funny. It's really funny. Alright. So let me pull you guys some oracle cards. Alright, so what messages can we get? Any other messages? For this video, for the all signs, let me know if you guys want them to be around this length or if you want them to be shorter. If you want me to talk as much or if you want me to just whip out the messages. Because, like, I want this to be what you guys want, right? I'm not going to be watching these. These are for you, so just make sure you let me know what you want. All right, so my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. And absolutely, you guys already know this. This is this, this is this energy. And remember, this works for negative energies, negative thoughts too. If you're thinking, you know, I'm never going to get out of this situation, I'm never going to be able to afford this, I'm never going to get this person, then that's what you're manifesting. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. And I did read something about manifestation a while ago, and it did say, like, when you're trying to manifest something, you can't expect it to come exactly the way you want. You need to be open to receiving it in any, receiving what it is that you want in any ways that, you know, you may not be expecting. Because sometimes, and a lot of the time, we think we know what's best for ourselves, but we truly don't. So if you're open to, you know, if you're open to being the best that you can possibly be, or being as aligned with your destiny that you can be, then I feel like that's, you know, that's a good thing to manifest. But don't manifest something very, very specific, because for all you know, that's actually truly not what you're meant to do, and there's something 10 times better out there for you that you just don't know or you're not aware of yet. Alright, I'll pull one more of these, and then I'll pull 3 of those for you guys. And the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. And for some of you, this is realigning with loving yourself, right? And sometimes all it takes is 30 minutes of listening to your favorite songs while you get ready to start feeling like $1 million again, right? It's not always that we need to do something so extreme to feel good. So I feel like this month you guys need to really make sure that you're doing something each day, even if it's 5 minutes, that makes you feel good, that makes you feel your best. Start putting yourself first. Make it a habit. All right, so what love messages can we get? So excited to start using this deck. It's really weird to shuffle because they're all hearts, but I love it. It's actually pretty cool to shuffle. It's different. All right. Only time will tell. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows to give. Alright, you guys, so that is the messages that I have for you guys. If you are interested in following me to the extended, the link will be down below. We are going to, this wasn't a main relationship reading, but what I will be checking out is how does your person feel about you? What are they hiding? What are their true intentions? What do they want you to know? What do you need to know? What is their favorite thing about you and what drew them to you? I will also be pulling some more of these lovers oracles, romance angels, and I'll do a 3-question pick a card with the angels answers for you guys. If you guys have not yet subscribed, feel free to subscribe, as that is always greatly appreciated. I love you, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.